There will be no announcement of the RV. The notifications to exchange will just come out without warning. Very soon. Private contractors are being paid. I've seen the signed contracts and certified documents for the reset. It's happening. The dinar may skyrocket slowly for years. Is there a chance to keep them in dinars in multi-currency accounts? The IMF will force the CBI to give us outside of Iraq a specific amount of time to exchange, but I pray that they give us 6 months to a year, because if they give us 1 month to 3 months, that's not enough time to take advantage of the float. I'm not saying a float is not possible, but I believe it would have to be managed and come out closer to the end rate they want. The oil and gas law and the presidency of the House of Representatives, I think those are going to be coming tie to tie, hand in hand, because if they need to value assets, they're going to need a real effective exchange rate. I was also told that Iraq would have no need of using the IMF model of baskets of currencies, of which an average is calculated, as that would drag down the IQD and raise up inferior currencies. In other words, a fixed rate, at least during the reconstruction infrastructure phase, was 13 years ago, and time necessitates changes sometimes. It seems nothing is etched in stone these days, but of the many things I was told in the presence of a UST agent and a couple other attorneys, everything they said at that meeting has come true, so I'm going to stick with what has been dependable info. I am, however, a little surprised at the flood of info coming forth. I would have thought they would hold their cards a little closer to the vest. With that being said, never rule out the old trick of misdirection. Back in 2011, I was told by my attorneys that the revaluation would follow the guide rails set out by Dr. Shabibi. Dr. Sinan al-Shabibi has quite the curricula vitae in that he held a BSc in economics from Baghdad University, 1966, a diploma in advanced studies in economic development, an MA in economics from the University of Manchester, 1970, 1971, and a PhD in economics from the University of Bristol, 1975. He was said to be an authority on the Marshall Plan, which in essence is what is happening in Iraq at this very moment. I was also told that the plan was to resurrect the pre-invasion dinar valued at $3.22 or thereabouts. Iraq has a meeting with the WTO according to the calendar, on or around the 18th of this month. What is it about? It's talking about their accession process. Whether that's going to happen or not that day I don't know, but assuming that it's moving forward, it sounds like their accession is going to be imminent. The financial advisor to the Prime Minister, Mazhar Mohammad Saleh, confirmed the stability of the dollar exchange rate against the dinar, despite its significant rise today, reaching 1,500 dinars. Saleh told Al Farad news agency, the fixed exchange rate system in Iraq is based on the highest international reserves in the history of Iraq and its monetary policy, as foreign currency covers more than 100% of the total currency currently issued. He added, in light of the strength of the official central exchange market, the exchange rate of the dollar to the dinar in the parallel market today in our country does not constitute any relative importance in influencing the stability of the general price level, which has become stable in its components and trends due to the influence of the official exchange rate factor currently dominating the financing of foreign trade, imports, amounting to 1320 dinars per dollar. He pointed out that it is a stable trend for the exchange rate, and the stable external value of the dinar revolves around it, which is embodied by the state of stability in the relative prices of goods and services to a large extent, as annual inflation in our country does not exceed 3%. Saleh continued, based on the above, and in light of the strength of the foreign reserves supporting the Iraqi dinar, the value of which as liquid foreign assets exceeds $100 billion, the official exchange market, as a general trend, will remain dominant in containing any colored noise or ambiguous information that affects the parallel exchange market in short periods due to urgent international or regional political events here and there, or in adapting some instructions regulating the monetary market. Stressing that after the decline of the dollarization phenomenon in internal transactions, especially in contracts, obligations and payments within the country since last year and its legal prohibition, he stressed that the parallel exchange market has become such that its general effects today only form a narrow economic scope of prohibited transactions practiced by informal markets and at a rate of 10% of the total supply and demand transactions for the currency. He stressed that the stability of the exchange rate of the dinar to the dollar that the country is witnessing even in the secondary markets above is a real and solid stability, and is derived from the strength of the impact of the price and quantity factors of the monetary and financial policies and their integration in imposing overall price stability in the country and containing inflationary expectations that were caused by the parallel exchange market forces during the past years.